Welcome into the W. We've been waiting a long time to see these two get it on. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Larry Holmes. Watch out for that reach of 206 centimeters. Eastern assassin Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one. Riddick Big Daddy Bowe, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, and one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever been.
Weight-wise, it's going to be a teller, because when you get hit with those shots, it's going to hurt and we're going to feel it.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
And box.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Hey, those punches add up. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That uppercut just missed. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That one lands. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Fantastic punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Fantastic punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This may do it. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What a punch. There's a counter shot. Very competitive round here so far. Punch scores.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be...
Here was the defense. He couldn't seize the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And now going for the finish. And Big Daddy goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round has got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait.
And he'll hug him again, but you can't blame him, can you?
Yeah, you've got to clinch. But the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to the referee. Get him to complain about the conditions. Get him to just feel uncomfortable. Keep doing unorthodox things. I don't mind that now and again, but don't make a habit of it.
Perfect punch. Nice counter. Hey, sometimes the best thing you can do is to grab your opponent.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But there's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull the arm out of the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind side of the referee. So he doesn't know.
Good right hand. Better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
That one will count. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
His stamina is off the charts. so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Can they figure out the combination to this sink? It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter?
And we may see an early stoppage here. Well, this is what he does. And that changes everything. And down they go. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. There's a counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And a good decision here to hold on.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
Nice punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far? And now going for the finish. And Riddick Bowe is on the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, rush.
And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice punch. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now...
We came here for a fight, and we've got a hugging contest.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a scoring blow. They're in trouble. He takes a step back. He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. The old liver shot will buckle your knees every time, as this replay shows.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
And he'll try and muffle the offense there with another clinch.
You've got to save that in the back, because if you ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You're going to hold on, clear your head, step up again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
Hey, those punches add up. Punch, counter punch. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Big Daddy Bowe goes down. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night, night.